Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel and Planet Zoo and COVEA Season 2. And it's been a long time. It's been 5 or 6 months since the last episode of COVEA came out. I could go on about a load of reasons why that's the case, but the simple fact is I haven't really been super inspired to work on it. And these voiceovers, weirdly enough, even though it is literally just me talking about random stuff, whatever I feel about talking, it stresses me out in a weird way. So far in this series, all the voiceovers have been pretty, highly refined. So there hasn't really been any of me just saying, no awkward pauses and stuff like that. It's a lot of me just talking really quick and just trying to not be boring. And I think that's the main reason that I kind of dreaded doing these voiceovers. The builds I honestly enjoy when I am inspired to do them, but the voiceovers I've just been dreading. For example, I've had 3 episodes, including this one, completely recorded. The builds are all completely done for a good 3-4 months at least. And I'm just now sitting here doing the voiceover in the middle of May. This one that you're watching right now was recorded in the first couple days of January this year. That's how long it's been since I had this. And as you can see, I'm doing a bit of terraining because I feel like that's a really important thing. And the whole reason I did this as part of the first episode back as a long, after this long break, is because I thought there'd be a lot to talk about. And there is. Last episode, if you remember, because it was so long ago, I said it would be a while to the next one, which it's been way longer than I thought it would be. But that was because I went on a volunteering trip to blah, blah, blah. See, that's the kind of thing I'm just going to include now, because otherwise I'm not going to end up continuing the series. I went on a volunteering trip to a donkey sanctuary in Aruba over Christmas, and I knew that would get in the way of doing YouTube and stuff for a while. And then once I got back, I had a whole ton of stuff to do over the rest of Christmas before I went back to school, college, uni, whatever. And I thought I'd be talking a hell of a lot about what happened in Aruba. I'd be telling you all my stories, and I still plan on telling you them interspersed, just not as all in one flat sheet, just telling you everything that happened, because everything else, there's so much more that's happened since now. But Aruba was great, really enjoyed it. This series is kind of the only opportunity that I have to talk about my life, because everything else I try to keep it sort of involved cinematic, more based on the game or the series or the vibes that that's giving off, rather than being about me personally. That's just how I like to do it. So COVEA is kind of the only time that I get to talk about what's going on in my life and give you guys reasons for things and behind the scenes or whatever. If you're here and you're watching this because of Planet Zoo and you're new to the channel, this isn't... Don't get invested in this Planet Zoo series. Hey, I love it. We're doing good. I'm really liking how it's coming along so far, especially with the African area, which is what we're working on over the next couple episodes, I think. What did we do? There's 2 more episodes after this. It's the African wild dog, I know that one. Oh, reticulated giraffe and Nile Lechwe, I don't know how you pronounce it. It used to be the sable antelope, but then the wetlands pack came out, and the Nile Lechwe made a hell of a lot more sense. At least, I think it did. Hang on, this is... I'm weirding myself out now. Nile Lechwe. Are they found in South Africa? Like where giraffes are? Okay, see, I'm probably going to put some cuts here because I'm just looking stuff up now. Nile Lechwe. They're found pretty exclusively in South Sudan, according to the IUCN Red List. And no giraffes are found in Sudan at all, apparently. So maybe it doesn't make sense, but I'm just sure they could live together. They're both African species from generally kind of similar climates. And hey, they're both herbivores. It makes sense to me. I don't know if it's realistic, but it makes sense to me. So shush, okay? So yeah, those are the 2 next videos you guys have got to look forward to. And I'm actually really happy with how they turned out. They are a part of this new African Ridge area that we're building. It's on the right side of the zoo. I've got the very basic terrain in there. Although I think I'm going to rejig all that at this point. You'll also notice the music in the background is a lot more chill now. The music, I don't know, I've kind of just fallen out of love with the music choice that I had for COVEA Season 1 and everything before now. And like I said, I'm trying to take a more chill approach to this series, just have the voiceovers be imperfect, just enjoy making the builds in my own time whenever I feel like it, and just be able to sit down and chat to you guys about what's going on in my life. What's going on the channel. For example, we're having these 3 COVEA videos because I don't know if I'm even going to release any more for a good while after these 3, because I don't really know what I want to build on at the moment. But you're getting these videos mainly to hold over the channel to try keep up somewhat weekly content until the Satisfactory video I'm working on is done. I just posted last night as of recording this a little teaser in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, then you should join the Discord because that's where you'll get all the updates when I'm not doing COVEA videos. I do have a Twitter, but I don't even know if I have the login for it anymore. I don't use it, it's whatever. Probably not a smart decision on my behalf, I probably should use it, but it is what it is. But yeah, you should join the Discord if you haven't already. But yeah, I posted in a little teaser for the video that I'm working on. It's by far the biggest video I have ever done, and quite possibly the biggest video I will ever do. It's... Right now I've recorded... Okay, so it's a 100 days series. That's been made obvious by the teaser already, and it's in the game Satisfactory, which is what you guys voted on the little game vote that I had on the channel recently, as well as Deep Rock Galactic. Deep Rock Galactic, I've got to get Miles and Soup. We've all got to find a time we can actually record, so we're probably recording that around July and summer. I hope to get a good 2 or 3 episodes recorded of that. It's just what happens with a group series, right? But I'm so looking forward to editing that series. This video is a bit of a mess, but taking the more chill approach, so I'm just gonna deal with it. I'm so looking forward to editing that Deep Rock Galactic series though. I have so many cool ideas. I have a bunch of music that I've been wanting to use for ages, and I could have used it in these other videos, but I wanted it to all be cool new music, at least for me, for the Deep Rock series, so I'm really looking forward to that. And it's the first time that me, Miles and Soup have done anything since the old channel. For those of you who don't know, me, Miles and Soup, or Miles is Mystic. He used to be called Mystic on there, but he said he doesn't mind me calling him Miles. This is the first time that any of us have done anything on YouTube together since then, and that's been... Jeez, that must have... By the time that ends up coming out... Oh, Jesus. By the time that ends up coming out, it's probably going to have been like 2 years since we last all did videos together and stuff like that. So I'm really looking forward to that. It's going to be awesome. Anyway, I've kind of gone off on a tangent here. This 100 Day Satisfactory video I have recorded... Well, every day in Satisfactory is an hour in real life time, 45 minutes of day in the game, 45 minutes of night in the game. I've recorded 55 hours of it so far. I've got 45 hours left to do. I plan on recording some more of that later today. And the video as of right now is, I think, about 45 minutes long. So pretty much every hour of gameplay is, on average, this obviously isn't a rule, on average is being condensed down into a minute. So it's a very, very high... I don't know, it's just the longest, the most effort I've ever put into a video. It's a lot of work, and I've kind of got to do it all before early June, because the place, slight spoilers for the video here, but I don't really care. The place that I've set up shop, the place that I've started in the series, is the space that's getting updated in the next update of the game, Satisfactory Update 6. And from what I've heard, that update's coming out in early June, and pretty much everything I have, I think, is going to get wiped. It won't actually get wiped, but the terrain might go over it, and factories might break, and resource nodes might not be in the same spot. If you haven't played the game, you might not know what I'm really talking about. But the point is, the place that I've put all my stuff is getting changed, and therefore all the stuff that's in that place might just completely break. So I'm trying to get that video done before that update comes out in early June. And it's going to be a challenge. It is becoming a challenge. I'm having to put a lot of hours into it. But it's coming into summer for me now. I've got just 1 or 2 weeks left of uni before I'm out for summer. Oh, I genuinely don't know how I've not mentioned this. Obviously, I went to Aruba, but I've also since been to Prague. So that was an awesome experience. And towards the middle/end of June, I'm going to Cyprus. So lots of traveling for me at the moment. It's great. The more I can get out of England, the better. Because this country kind of stinks. What else is there to talk about? Oh, yeah, right, I should have said this way earlier. Whilst this time-lapse is mainly just me terraining, which, by the way, makes everything look way cooler from the ground level because you can see mountains coming up in the background. In the real-time part at the end of this video, which I wouldn't have been able to do otherwise, I finally built that restaurant that's right opposite the Garia Lake, right in front of the entrance, and it is my favourite build I have done ever. My favourite build is in, like, an actual building. I'm super happy with it. It's pirate themed. The lighting is super ambient, although there is some lighting glitches that I've come across in the game, so I've kind of had to reduce the amount of lights. But the overall vibe of that thing I'm so happy with. So if you're interested in seeing that, then stick through this time lapse or just skip through and check out that build in the real-time part because I'm super happy with it. It's been ages since I built it now, but I'm still this excited about it, and I really can't wait to show you guys because I'm super proud. And the fact that I've built this now, I feel like I've really improved my building when it comes to actual buildings, so I might at some point update the Market Street because I don't know, it feels kind of blocky and boxy, so I kind of want to redo that at some point, but probably not for a good while because that is a huge task. And I also might get rid of the bird show area, and well, I might keep it as a bird show area, but I might redo it because I'm not really happy with the shelters, so I think that area could be made to look a hell of a lot better. There's a lot about this zoo now that I've got a little bit more experience, because I do have like tiny Planet Zoo projects that I do on the side that I don't really show you guys. Every once in a while, I just want to chill and work on something completely by myself. And I feel like I've learned a lot from doing some of those things. So we might do at some point like a massive revamp of COVEA, or like a series of episodes where I'm revamping everything I've done so far. I've kind of already done that though, with some parts of the zoo. For example, the lemur walkabout, which is no longer a lemur walkabout, it's now a capuchin walkabout. And I have added capybaras since, although technically that's not in the real-time part of this episode, because technically that's in the future of this video. I don't know, it's confusing, but I'll show you the capybaras at some point. But yeah, I've already revamped that habitat since when I built it in the episode that I built it in, and it looks so much better now, so that's great. And so that might be something we do, just do a kind of mini series within the series where we revamp everything we've done so far, but keep the general overall aesthetic of it and the overall layout and all that. So I'm not going to change any of that. It's not going to be completely demolish and rebuild. It's just going to be, this spot's a bit bare, this spot's a bit boring, let's revamp it. Anyway, I literally just thought of that off the top of my head now, so I don't know if I'm going to end up doing it, but we'll see. Anyways, I think that's a good place to end this voiceover for the time-lapse. I hope you guys are okay with this more relaxed approach. It's going to make it so much better for me to produce these episodes and just be able to take it at a more relaxed pace, because everything else I do, I try to do really overboard, and this series, the whole point of this series is to be a long-running series where I can just talk to you guys about my life, talk to you guys about the channel, and just be able to chill out with you guys just for 10-15 minutes every episode, and to have that running off probably years into the future at this pace. So yeah, I'm gonna leave you guys with the music. I hope you guys are as happy to be back with COVEA as I am, and I will see you in just a few minutes for the voiceover where I show you this brand new restaurant, which I'm super happy with. I should have put some timestamps on the video as well, so you should be able to skip straight to that if you want. But yeah, this is it for the voiceover, and I will see you guys in just a few minutes for the real-time part. And just like that, we're in the real-time part because a build has been done. And obviously, like I have just talked about a whole ton, there's a lot more that I've done that hasn't been in this video. I've done, you know, 2 more episodes I've recorded, and I decided to redo this real-time part because the last one kind of just didn't make any sense with what I was talking about. But that also means I'm gonna have to be a bit careful as to not show you what's coming in the next episodes, at least not too much. But as you can see here, we got our nice mountain range. I think it's looking great. I don't know if we're gonna end up having buildings on it. I don't know if we're just gonna leave it natural. I don't know what we're gonna do with it. And you can see I decorate this waterfall a little bit. Is this gonna stay? I have no idea. Is it gonna expand? I have no idea. I just felt like building it, so I built it. So, sweeping around here to the big thing. Well, actually, no. First, we gotta show these guys off. So I told you we put the capybaras in, and I'm actually gonna show you them now because I can. Also, this is loud, so I'm just gonna pause it. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. Yeah, no, I'm not. No, I want it to be playing. So now that capybaras are here in the capuchin walkabout, they're able to swim. In fact, they're semi-aquatic rodents, so they could most definitely swim through this river. Realistically, these fences that go all the way down the river here, they could totally just swim under, or honestly probably swim through. It's just a rope. But in terms of Planet Zoo, this does stop them from getting to the other side, so I'm just gonna count it. So let's go around and see if we can find one of the capybara. Here's our little capybara buddies. Can't believe this game's been out since November 2019, and they only just got added like a month ago. Like a staple of every zoo I've ever been to. They are super adorable. And I also updated this little shelter for them. Shut up. So the capuchins will sleep up here, as they're generally supposed to, although I imagine the capybaras can also get up this ramp. But the capybaras really are supposed to sleep in this area down below, like they're doing right now, which they're actually doing. The capuchins tend to sleep down here a lot as well, but this is a really nice, cozy little area for the capybaras to sleep. Look at the cute little guy. They're all chilling together. I'm really happy with how this turned out. I'm generally terrible with interiors, and don't get me wrong, this doesn't look particularly amazing, but with the fact that this is literally right above it, I'm surprised that I was able to pull that off, because usually I'm terrible at that. Yeah, hello Mr. Capuchin, how you doing? Oh, okay, that's a bit mean. But yeah, that's our little capybara changes to that habitat. Now, I gotta show you the thing, and I'm very intentionally going around this way. So here's the car park. Generally speaking, people come in this way, and let me actually just jump into, there we go. And explore mode is actually a thing now. You don't have to rename a staff member Tegid Cam, but you can go through here, and that's my grand reveal music. But you come up here and you look at the gargoyles like before, but instead over there, we've actually got stuff now. It's not just nothing. And like I said, this is like my favorite building thing that I've ever done. So there are 2 ways to get around to it. The main way is around here, and I'm just gonna face this direction because the giraffe habitat is right behind me, and the entrance is right there. Just out here, we've got a little lake, more like a pond with some crocodile statues and a little waterfall. But the important bit, of course, is right up these stairs. This build is supposed to be sort of pirate themed. It's called the Hideout, and now I am gonna pause the game because I have music boxes, and I think I'm just gonna remove them because they're kind of just really annoying. But as you can see, we got nice ropes. We've got these barrels all over the place. Ivy hanging down from this entrance. Lots of boxes and crates and random wheels. And I made these custom benches and tables and stuff like that. These barrels, by the way, are from the workshop. It's made by Just Goran. I think I did credit that in a previous episode, but it's created by Just Goran on the Steam Workshop, but everything else is made by me, and I'm really happy with it. So you've got these smaller little tables, which I think look really cool, really nice and detailed, and we got these custom seats. This I built, by the way, like right when the European pack came out. Again, I built this ages ago, so I used quite a lot of pieces from that. But we got some nice tables, candles, of course, looking out over the Gariel Lake. There is a couple of guys right there. They look awesome. They also have a very bad habit of walking on top of the lily pads, which isn't at all annoying. We've also got a longer table to sit out and have a drink, have something to eat while looking out over the lake. And right here, there's a nice little smoothie stand with some fruits, and you can, I don't know, grab a drink or something. I'm not really sure. This screen, I was also hoping that I would be able to replace the image with a camera that I have underneath the lake, but it seems like that's not possible. Maybe it is and I just don't know how to do it. But yeah, I was hoping we'd be able to have a camera down here and watch them and have it playing on that screen up there, but that doesn't seem to be possible. This bit is the backstage area of the little bird aviaries. This building is the front of it, so that's just blocked off by a little wheelbarrow, whatever you want to call it, a tradesman cart, because no guests are ever going to want to go there. And the second entrance is right here. You just walk down past these little aviaries. Oh, this is the bird show that I think I'm going to want to redo, so you can come in either from that way or through this little alley from the market street, which again I think I might update. Oh yeah, and the sign of the Capuchin Walkabout now has capybaras on it too. Let's hop back down into this mode. Right here you got a random little thing because I don't know what to put there, and you've got the little stand that you'd go up to and say, table for 3 please. So you can have a board here with like a the specials that are on, or the soup of the day, whatever, little check sheet, and overall just a nice little stand for someone to go up on and tell you where your table is or whatever. And this person apparently takes a bike to work. This isn't 100 million% complete, by the way, but it's at a point where I'm happy to show you. So you go through this little walkway towards your tables, and you come out into this real nice little area. So we've got a lot of these booths around the place, which again, I think are at a pretty reasonable height. So you could fit maybe 6-8 people on these booths. Around, we've got some of these small tables as well. This wall hugging the bamboo, through there is the backstage of the birds, and lots of nice tables and stuff like that. And again, more booths. This place really shines at nighttime, so I'll be able to show you guys that in a second, but we also have this little stood up area, I don't know, with stone. I'm terrible at describing stuff. But yeah, we got more tables. We got this little bit overlooking the tree kangaroo / binturong habitat as it is right now. So that's a nice view. We got the market street to the left. I also really like this bit. In fact, let's fly away here. Yeah, so there's a nice little propped up viewing, I don't know, it's just a thing and it looks cool. But yeah, I really like how the curves of the outside of this area just, I don't know, they just seem to flow really nicely. But like I said, let's take a look at this bad boy at night. Oh yeah, it's so much better. There are less lights than there originally was because the game can't seem to handle as many lights as I had down, but it does regardless look so nice. These lights hanging over each booth. I would love to eat here. I mean, does this just not look so chill? Imagine sitting here with the gang eating food, and now the front here looks just as nice. In fact, you go from right over here, how nice does that look? It looks so warm. It looks great. I'm very happy with this build, you guys can probably tell. And then the exit to this place can be, well, you can go out that way if you want to, or you can go out over this bridge, which I think is going to connect up to this path. So yeah, I'm really happy with it, and I hope you guys like it, because honestly, I think this is one of my favorite builds. And I'm trying to cut off this African area down at the bottom, but the zoo's looking real nice. We got a big restaurant, the market street, this bridge going over here. I don't know, I'm just really liking it. I think it's coming along great. But yeah, I think that is all I'm going to show you for today. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you're excited for COVEA to be back. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you want to see more, and subscribe if you want to see that 100 Day Satisfactory video, because I'm putting a lot of time into it. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.